The Chicago Bears win again and move on to 5-1 on the season after beating the Carolina Panthers 23-16. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking some NFL here to talk about, of course, the Chicago Bears. So if you are a Bears fan and you are not subbed to the channel, I promise you are missing out. Hit that subscribe button down below. In fact, do it right now. Do it right now. Hit that subscribe button down below because you're not going to want to miss out, guys. I come and do a recap for every single Bears game, and I also do a preview, okay, before the Bears game. So I will be getting into everything within this game, so get ready. Make sure you're following me on my social media. By the way, I do live tweeting during the game as well. Make sure you're following the Flick Chat group. Everything is in the description. Check that out. But I'm hyped. Let's talk about this game. Let's get into it. So, right off the bat, let me start by saying that my final prediction for this game in my preview video was 24-17. Obviously, I was off by just a little bit as the final score ended up being 23-16. But I am getting closer, and I hope you took the Bears plus 1.5, whatever they were, by the time the line's close. I'm helping you guys make money, so you guys should definitely do that. So, just not trying to brag here, but I was fairly close on the score here. And that's more so because I feel like I'm getting more comfortable knowing what this team really is. And speaking of this team, I want to start with the defense. All right? I don't talk enough about this defense, folks. I feel like sometimes we focus so much on the offense because we take the defense for granted. We just expect the Bears defense to be good. And folks, we are lucky. We are blessed and fortunate to have a defense this good. I mean, I get it. The Bears defense, might not be as good as 2018, but they're still damn good. They're still damn good, folks. I mean, this is the epitome of bend but don't break. They never let the other team, score in key spots, and they always manage to play a good red zone defense. And even today, right, you obviously made life miserable for Teddy Bridgewater. He had a very, very poor game, 2 interceptions. So shout out to the defense, okay? I just want to give a shout out to the defense. Shout out to Khalil Mack. Shout out to Eddie Jackson. Shout out to Tayshaun Gibson on the interception. DeAndre Houston Carson on the other interception. Shout out to Roquan Smith for the most tackles to lead the team. Shout out to this defense, man. Every single one of them, they are ballers, and this is a top 5 defense in the NFL, folks. And I'll take my Bears defense, just about against anybody because they just don't break. They just don't, folks. And that's the bread and butter of this team. It is the defense. And we all knew that, but I feel like sometimes we just take them for granted. So today, I'd like to just take some time to appreciate this defense. They were phenomenal. I don't have too many complaints. In fact, I think a lot of the plays from the defense got removed because of bogus calls by the refs. I mean, there were some awful calls by the refs this game. I can go into so many of them, but folks, just overall, the refs were awful. But the Bears defense still managed to dominate here. So, again, I just want to appreciate them because they were very, very solid and very phenomenal. So, with that being said, let's talk a little bit about the offense now, okay? Because the offense is the side of the football that needs to hold up their end of the bargain, right? And today they scored 23 points. I will take it, okay? The offense is getting better. Nick Foles, you can see he's getting chemistry with his receivers. And for the most part, Nick Foles, looking at his stat line today, 23 for 39 for 198 yards, a touchdown, and interception. Nothing great, right? Obviously nothing to write home about. But here's the thing. We always knew that whoever is the quarterback for this team, we don't need them to put up 300, 400-yard games and 3-4 touchdowns. We need them to manage the game. We need them to not turn the football over, and we need them to move the chains on critical downs. And Nick Foles, for the most part, did that today. I have very little negative things to say about Nick Foles today because, for the most part, he was sharp, clean. He even ran a little bit. I was getting excited. Yeah, Nick, go ahead and use them legs. I know you could still run a little bit. But the only negative, I think, with Nick Foles, honestly, the one negative I'll say is the interception was awful. I mean, we get the ball off a turnover, and then Nick Foles he's literally backing up 10, 15 steps and just floats the ball. And I'm like, oh, he probably just threw it out, right? But no, it's an interception. I have no idea what Nick Foles was thinking. Absolutely no idea. But that was just the blip in the game, because otherwise he was pretty solid. Like a couple of third downs, I wish he would have thrown past the sticks. But again, for the most part, Nick Foles was solid. This was as B plus of a game as you can get for a Bears quarterback in terms of what we expect from them. So Nick Foles was solid. Talking about the running game, this was my biggest key all leading up to all this week. Run the football. This Panthers defense cannot stop the run. I gotta be honest with you guys. I'm fairly disappointed in that. David Montgomery, 19 carries for 58 yards, just 3.1 yards per carry. Now, he did have 4 catches for 39 yards, so he's obviously able to contribute in the pass game, which is good. But look, the Bears' offensive line cannot run block. We know that. They've been struggling, and Monty couldn't find holes. But I will not just put the entire blame on the offensive line here, because David Montgomery, I've noticed this a lot now, that I think this is a bad habit he has, is he doesn't just hit the hole. He likes to play around a little bit and hits the hole, kind of like how Le'Veon Bell used to do, but prime Le'Veon Bell on the Steelers was way better at it. I wish David Montgomery would just hit the hole hard. So the thing is, when he gets the handoff, he tends to kind of shake and juke the defender instead of just going down. Now, you might be thinking, Faiz, what if the hole's not there? Well, the problem is, even if the hole's not there, if you're just pushing forward, you can fall forward and gain yards that way. And so that's a big issue I've been seeing with David Montgomery, is he tends to just play around too much at that line when he gets the handoff instead of just going for it. I wish he would just go for it. I think he would easily be able to get at least 70, 75, 80 yards in this one. Instead, he gets below 60 yards, which is unacceptable. I'm sorry, folks, it is. It is unacceptable. He should have had a bigger game on the ground than he did today. So I'm disappointed in David Montgomery, and I think he needs to step it up with his rushing ability, because he's talented. It's not a talent question. It is just about him being able to go out there and execute. Okay? So that takes care of the rushing piece here. Again, Matt Nagy, I wish he ran the football a little bit more, but again, he was solid today with his play calling for the most part. Okay? Receiver-wise, I am fed up of Anthony Miller. I like Darnell Mooney way more. Anthony Miller just seems to always be in the wrong place at the wrong time. We had that drive where, it didn't get extended because on third down, Anthony Miller goes backwards. Like, what are you doing, Anthony Miller? Darnell Mooney, he's the opposite. Every time it seems like he gets the ball, something good happens. We all already know Allen Robinson's the stud on the team, but Darnell Mooney is the number 2 now. I'm sorry, he is. Anthony Miller, he's just playing his way out of his job. I'm sorry, he is. So I'm so disappointed in Anthony Miller, because I thought he'd be headed for, somewhat of a breakout year. But it's just been bad for him all around. The tight ends, shout out to Cole Kmet. Finally see Cole Kmet do something. Had that first touchdown pass, which was a dart from Nick Foles. Incredible throw. Great catch by Cole Kmet. And I've been telling you guys, rookie tight ends tend to take longer to develop than any other position on the offensive side of the football as far as skill positions. And so you got to give them some time. They've been trying to integrate Cole Kmet into the offense. And the fact is, if Jimmy Graham was not here, we didn't sign Jimmy Graham, Cole Kmet would have a bigger workload. The fact is, we signed Jimmy Graham. We paid him a good amount of money. That's why Cole Kmet can't get as many snaps, right? So be patient with Cole Kmet. He is going to be good, and he showed you a flash of that today, okay? So overall, from the offensive side, it was a solid, decent performance. Nothing to write home about. We need to keep improving, but the chemistry is getting there, and the team is looking better and better. And finally, I would be remiss if I did not mention Cairo Santos, who has been phenomenal. Cairo Santos is our kicker for the rest of the year. I don't want to hear it. They better sign him. Eddie Pinheiro, I'm sorry, you're hurt. I don't know what's going on. But no, you lost your job here. Cairo Santos, 3 for 3, a perfect game today, and a 55-yarder with ease. With ease. Like, he literally could have hit a 60, 65-yarder on that one. Cairo Santos was phenomenal. He is our starting kicker moving forward. I don't want to hear it. I don't. He is the guy. Okay, so overall, folks, the defense is lights out. Okay, they've been playing really well. They turned the ball over. They're not quite 2018, but they're starting to become their dominant self once again. The offense is starting to click a little bit more. Play calling is getting a little bit better. We still need to work on some kinks here and there. We still need to run the football more effectively. And the reason I keep harping on the football, running the football part, and some of you guys have told me, Faiz, like, why is this so important to you? I don't want to be a one-dimensional offense. I don't, because come playoff time, you need to be able to beat teams more than one way. And if you can't run the football, then you are one-dimensional. They know what you're going to do. And I like Nick Foles, but we know he's not an elite quarterback. And so you can't put the ball in the hands of Nick Foles all the time. You have to be able to do different things. And you can't be one-dimensional. That's why I harp on it, okay? But with that being said, we're 5-1. And I can't complain, and you better not either. And the national media out there better put some damn respect on this Bears team, because nobody thought we'd be 5-1, and here we are, okay? This team has a chance to win the damn division. This team has a chance, obviously, to make the playoffs and do something special, folks. Through 6 games, the Bears are 5-1. Okay, that is crazy to me. I'll take that any day of the week, especially twice on Sundays. So I'm happy, I'm hyped. We got a primetime matchup next week, Monday Night Football against the Rams, and that is going to be fun to watch here. But folks, it is a good time to be a Bears fan. I love it. So make sure you guys are staying tuned and subscribe. I got a bunch of Bears content coming out throughout the week, so make sure you are locked in here, man. I appreciate you guys for checking in. As always, thanks for watching.